second part of this training course, you will get to know some other tools that will help you in the incident management process. Follow me. One of the first steps to take when starting to work in an incident is to reproduce it using a test environment. Every project has always several test environments that can be used to work on them without affecting live pages. Those environments are used on different steps of the product life cycle. The most common ones that you can find are Dep, development environment used by the developers. Test, used by QA and developers. Int, integration environment used for final testing and release approval purposes. Prod, production environment. In order to consider an incident a bug, it must be possible to reproduce it in a test environment that has a release version previous to the live one. Otherwise, the issue could be caused by a configuration setting and be fixed without any update in the code. In order to go further with the incident analysis, we will probably need to check the system logs to find relevant information. To access the logs, you will need to log in into the systems by SSH and navigate to the logs folder that usually can be found in the following path. The most important log files to investigate are request.log. Each request to AM is registered here with the response. Error.log stores all the error messages. Access.log. All access requests to AM and to the repository are registered here. There are different commands that you can use to browse in the files and find the specific information. Use cat to read the files, tail to show the last lines of text, or grep to filter by text strings. It is a good practice to save the logs files when starting to investigate an incident. This way, we will be able to access them in the future. Developer tools is a feature that most of the browsers have. This set of tools will help us with the diagnosis of web problems. We can inspect the HTML elements of a page. We can edit CSS live. It also works as a sniffer, checking all the network load, request headers and responses included. It has a JavaScript console where we can see errors and inject our code. It also works as multi-device emulator in case we need to test for mobiles or tablets. When investigating an incident, we should try to gather as much information as possible about the system we are trying to fix. It is important to check the resources we have in hand to understand how things work and how the problem should be addressed. Always consult Netcentric's wiki in Confluence to find relevant information about the project you are working in. Also, it is a good practice to browse in Jira looking for tickets similar to your issues. Always document your investigation and the solution applied. It is necessary to improve the know-how for future cases. I hope you have enjoyed this training and you feel now entitled to work on incident management and Decentric. You can now finish this training course by passing a simple test to refresh and evaluate your knowledge. Thank you very much and enjoy your incident hunting.